Okay, so question is, can a triangle have more than 180 degrees? So most of us grew up learning that a triangle has 180 degrees, and today we want to know if a triangle can have more than 180 degrees. In order to answer this question, first we need to understand what a triangle means. So a triangle is a polygon which is made of three straight lines, three straight lines, and it has three interior angles. And it's a polygon. Okay, so this is a standard definition of triangle. So first we will start with something we already know. Let let us start with flat surfaces, which is also known as Euclidean surface. So in this surface, let's say we have a flat surface, something like this, and we want to draw a triangle. So we want to draw a triangle. How we can draw a triangle? We can draw three straight lines, and it should be a polygon. Just a minute, maybe those straight lines aren't straight at all. Let me fix it. Yes, so we can draw three straight lines, and from this we can create something. I don't know, maybe I have done something wrong. Maybe correct it. Okay, yeah. So we have three straight lines. By the definition, a triangle is made of three straight lines. Yes, we have three straight lines, and it is a polygon. That is also true. And it has three interior angles. So by definition, it is a triangle. And we know that in this case, a triangle have 180 degree as a sum of their interior angles. So we have 180 degree as a sum of interior angles. Let me just give you another example, which is a different type of surface, which is known as spherical surface. Let's assume we have a sphere. Okay, let me correct it. I can draw a perfect circle. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let us assume that there is a sphere. It is a sphere, and let's start with this. Let's say you are trying to create a triangle in here. We want three straight lines. So ignore everything which is I'm going to draw. Just look at it. There you go. First, second, and third. Okay, so as you can see, for you right now it is not a straight line, and let me give you an example how it is three straight line. To understand it, let us just assume there is a line, and it is a universe. this line is a universe, and we have a little creature which is a point like creature living in it. So if this is its universe, then this creature can go in this direction or in this direction. So it can go there or there. Okay, so let's just extend this idea. Let's say we have a circular universe, and again we have this point like creature living in it. Now this creature, where this creature can go? This creature can go from this to in this direction, and if you try to imagine yourself as a creature living in this circle like universe, what you will observe that when you are going from here to here, let's say here, then you are going in a straight direction. I mean, if you look at that, if it is going from here to here, for him, for the creature which is point like creature, for this creature he is going into a straight line. Just ignore to look this whole configuration as an third party observer. Just assume that you are a point creature, and if you are taking small step and small step, and then what you are going to feel like you are going into straight direction rather than a circle. Okay, so I just want to clarify a few things first. I just want you to imagine this figure as Earth. So as we know, and this one is our equator. Okay, equator, and this is North Pole, and this is South Pole. Okay, so as we know that if you connect a point from equator to North Pole, then it creates 90-degree on equator. So this one is 90-degree, and same theory goes here. If we connect this North Pole to one of the point on equator, it will create 90-degree. As we also know that a point creates 360-degree around itself. So if we distribute it in 4 parts, then it will create 490-degree angle. So this is North Pole, so it will create 360-degree around it, and we have 4 parts of it, from this line, this line, this line, and this line. So as we can see, this from this angle, this line and this line, it forms 90-degree. So this is 90-degree, this is 90-degree, this is 90-degree. So this shape has 390 degrees angle, 3 angles, and if I succeed to prove these lines are straight lines, then we can successfully say that, and we can successfully say that a triangle can have angles more than 180 degrees. So as we have earlier proved that for a point particle or a point organism, say if it exists in a circle like universe, and if it takes a small step, let's say a small step and a small step, so do not see it as a third party observer. I am repeating this again, do not see it as a third party observer. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a point particle. The only direction you can go in is a step ahead of yourself, or a step behind yourself. So there is only two directions you can move in. So what I am saying is, close your eyes, imagine yourself standing at a point of a circle, and an you are an organism which can only move a step ahead of yourself, or you can take a step back. So what I'm trying to say that if you keep taking one step ahead of yourself, what you are going to see that you are moving in just one direction. That is, you are just moving from this to single direction, and you do not know that if you look at the curve, if you are here, if you are moving in this direction, you have no idea that this direction exists. You do not have any idea about it, because you are living in this circular universe. So you only know that this direction and this direction exist. So this curve like structure only seems curve because we have idea about these directions. If you think yourself as a living organism, if you think yourself as a living organism living in a circular universe, then if you keep taking one step ahead of yourself, if you keep taking steps, then you will see yourself moving in a straight line rather than a curve. You cannot comprehend the concept of curve if you are living in 1D universe. I think you can understand it. Say you are here and you take just a small step. Okay, you take just a small step, let's say dx. As if you are a mathematician, you can understand what dx means. You take just a small step, then dx, then dx, then dx. What you are going to see? You are going to see that you are moving in a straight line, because there is no concept of these directions. This direction doesn't exist for you. These directions don't exist for you. You have only two direction to move, and you can see everything which exists in those directions. So yeah, so as you can see, for an organism living in a 1D surface, if it moves, it feels like it is living in, it is if it moves, then it feels no, I'm not saying it feels. For that organism, it is moving in a straight line. It doesn't really feel, it doesn't have any idea about another dimensions. So for that organism, he is moving in a straight line. So if you can imagine yourself here, as we can see, for us, we live on earth, and when we walk on any road, let's suppose it doesn't have any tilt or something like that. If we walk straight, then we do not feel any curvature. We do not feel any curvature, because for us a small step is so small. And let's just assume that you are living in this universe and this curvature is your universe. So if you move just a little bit, then just a little bit, then just a little bit, what you are going to see that you are moving in a straight line. So for this organism which lives in this surface, like whatever surface, this surface, not the 3D part, surface, it is going, if it is moving, it will feel it is moving in a straight line. So with this concept, with this concept, for an organism, let's just close your eyes and see yourself on this surface, and you are a microorganism. That means that whatever you are seeing, you cannot see any direction which is not in this 1D universe. You cannot see these directions. You cannot see it. You cannot see it. You cannot see it. You only know these two directions. And if you move along these two directions, what you will feel, what you will observe, or what you are going to experience is that you are moving in one in a straight line. And for, let's say, this organism started moving from, hold on, let's say this organism started moving from here, and it let's say, no, just let's say it has started moving from here. It went from this part to here. So when he started walking on this path, what he felt is he is moving in a straight line, and he reached here. Then he took 90 degrees to his left. So he was standing here and took 90 degrees and I start moving. So that organism started moving and it followed this path. Again, it is not a curve for this organism because it cannot understand these directions. He only knows that he can move here and here. So for him, it is 1D universe, and he is moving in a straight line. He reached here. Again, he took 90 degrees and took 90 degrees to his left and started moving. He followed this path. And again, I'm saying this again, imagine yourself as a point organism who can move only in circular path. If you imagine yourself as this organism, then you can understand that when you are going to take a steps and start moving, you will observe that you are moving in straight lines. So for this organism, these three lines are a straight line, and he took 90 degrees at 3 points. Okay, so it is a straight line, he moved 3 straight line, and it created 3 angles during his whole movement. So it satisfies the criteria that it has 3 lines which is straight. For whom? For the organism who lives in this universe, and it has 3 angles, and it's a polygon. So it satisfies all those criteria of triangle. That means it is a triangle. And for this organism who lives in this universe, who lives in a spherical geometrical universe, for this organism it is a triangle of 270 degrees, which is greater than 180 degrees. So the final answer is yes, a triangle can have more than more than 180 degrees. So for flat surface, or we also call it Euclidean surface, a triangle has 180 degrees. For any other surfaces, example, spherical surfaces, a triangle has more than 180 degrees. So again, I'm telling you, do not see whole thing as a third observer. Imagine yourself as an organism which lives in this universe, who doesn't have any idea of curvature, because you know only two directions which you can move in. Either you can go forward or you can take a step backward. That's it. So yeah, a triangle can have more than 180 degrees.